All right, what is going on, people? It is FubZ, and we're back again with another banger for the guys for the one time. Anywho, what's good with y'all? Today we'll be doing the combo tutorial, the one and only, the greatest. Now listen. This will be pretty simple. And just like I always do, I'll explain, and especially in situations, to how to use the combo right in the right way. We'll go slow, then we'll build up the speed, and then we'll get to the final product, if you know what I mean. Now, people have been asking me for the dribble moves. Let's press options real quick. Go to wrong place. Go to my animations. Now, I've been rocking the same 6, just small differences. The only thing I changed is the behind the back. Moving crossover is personal preference. We'll go Pro 2 just for the sake of the video for moving crossover. Now, listen, everything's been the same besides the behind the back. I went back to Pro 3. As y'all know, in patch 10, the explosive behind the back doesn't exist no more, so I have no purpose in using Pro 5, but I can switch to Pro 5 as well if I wanted to, but it's all personal preference as how I see it. Movement hesitation 3 stays on there, or you can have movement hesitation 1. Doesn't really matter. Does not matter. Hey, the size up package has been. Wait a second. Yeah, I had to yawn. I don't know why. But the size of the package has been the same this whole time. Zach LaVine stays on. It will never be switched ever. You will never see me switch my size of the package unless it's necessary. Some people like to use Kyrie Irving, and some people have other size of packages that are comfortable with. It's whatever you're comfortable with, but I am using Zach LaVine, which is one of my favorites. Ever since they patched Kyrie Irving, this was the best one for me and what suits me. So apply whatever suits you, but I'll be using Zach LaVine. You can use Zach LaVine as well if you want to. Dribble style doesn't really matter, but I have Kyrie Irving just for the Sham God. And that's pretty much it, because there's not a lot of signature styles on 2K for the dribbling. So now that we got that out of the way, I don't need to show the badges. I've shown the badges millions of times. Trust me, just know that quick first step, gold or higher. Simple as that. Done. Let's get on to the court. So I'll be teaching the combo I did in on Twitter. And the combo on Twitter was killer crossover to a spin, to a behind the back, into a spin, and then into a hezzy behind the back. Sorry, a hezzy behind the back, and then a roll. So we'll break down most of the combo from the beginning, right? So let's get the small things down. So first things first. Actually, let me get my hotspots since 2K doesn't want to give me my hotspots. Anyway. First things first, the killer crossover is pretty simple to learn. I'll just start it off pretty easy, self-explanatory. Learn how to momentum, that's one. If you don't know how to momentum, look at my beginner's guide to dribbling, and it just explains the basics, everything you need to know. So learn how to momentum, that's one, right? So the momentum, if you let the animation play out, you can go into a move, but it's not really that useful. So the momentum is just there. It's just more of a standstill move. It's more stationary is what I mean to say. You're not gonna usually move if you do a move right after. So if you do a dribble move right after, as you can see right here, this is momentum between the legs. I do it all the time. So you can see that the momentum is now most likely stationary. So that's pretty much it for that. So to get the killer crossover, simple. I say just hold the left stick after you do the momentum. Just hold the left stick. Say the ball's in the right hand. Just hold the left stick to the top left. Or if the ball's in the left hand, hold the left stick to the top right. If the ball's in the right hand, hold the left stick to the top left. Because really, you can just hold it there, and then all you have to do is just momentum in between the legs. And as soon as you're between the legs, you'll get this fast crossover, which is that right there. And once you do that fast crossover, you can either flick the right stick up, or what I like to do is just tap L2 because it's literally the same thing. So I'll just show with L2, it's literally the same thing. And then with the right stick up, it's the same thing. Right, so as you can see right here, I'll do it one more time. Momentum between the legs, still holding that angle. I get the killer crossover, then I tap L2 for the dribble, for the walking size up, right? And then you get the rest. Now, so now that that's out of the way, I actually want to explain one more time that just get used to doing it fast. Mostly the killer crossovers off of the left stick movement. So once, just hold that left stick towards that direction of the momentum, even after you between the legs. So you want to keep holding it. As soon as right after you between the legs, it will make you do a fast little crossover, which is right there, and that's what makes it the killer crossover, because it's literally a between the legs crossover. So that's just to, you know, just to let you know more into detail how the move, why the move is made, and how it works. So that's pretty much it. Momentum between the legs and keep moving towards that way. Tap L2 to stop. You could just do it and then spin out of it, but it's more recommended to, I definitely 100% recommend to just tap L2 right after you do the crossover. So just so you can get more positioning. So that's why I do it like that. Now that you got that out the way, let's talk about the hesitation behind the back. Now, everything's still on the game. It's just the explosive behind the back isn't in the game anymore. So I explained in my last video on how to do the behind the back. It's still simple. I'm gonna just do a quick review one more time. Just to start it off, hold R2 and do it between the legs with the right stick. So that means that the ball's in the right hand. For me, I'll flick the right stick to the bottom left. We'll make you do that behind the back. Now, if I want to do the other behind the back, I do the same thing. But as soon as I flick my right stick to the bottom left, I start holding my left stick. Right after I flick my right stick to the bottom left, I start holding my left stick to the top left, so I could just get this movement behind the back. And it's not that hard. So yeah, that's the new behind the back that they put in to replace the explosive behind the back, because it was such an overpowered move and it was just too easy. And it just goes on, and the rest is history. So to get the hesitation behind the back, the simplest way possible is right after you spin. Right on your spin, you want to hold the left stick down. So we'll start off with, say, like a little rim run or whatever, and then we'll do a spin. So let's say I flick the right stick up, right, and I run and spin. Right now, if you just spin it without like leaving the left stick neutral, meaning just leaving not touching the left stick at all. If you leave the left stick neutral, it'll just spin towards the right side or spin towards the left side, whichever way I want to spin. So spin right, and then I'll make it go left. To make it go back, as soon as you spin, that's where you start holding the left stick away from the basket. So I'll start from top key. As you can see right there, as soon as I spin, it completely took my direction to go back to the 3-point line. Right. So while doing that, right after you spin, flick the right stick up and down while holding R2. So, oh, messed up right there. So, Jesus Christ. Oh my goodness. Hold on. I got you. My bad. There you go. So y'all see I get the hesitation behind the back. So one more time, spin, up, down. Oh, my bad. Every time, man. It's not my dribble tutorial if I'm not messing up in my own dribble tutorial. See, it's really not my dribble tutorial if I'm not messing up in my own dribble tutorial. So as you can see right there, by just holding R2 after the spin and flicking the right stick up and down while holding R2, you'll get the instant hesitation behind the back. Right. So now that you got that down, you want to learn how to add the extra spin. So start off slow, make sure you know what you're doing. But by the way, before we move on, just start off slow. Just remember the spin, get used to throwing this changing your spin's direction, so going straight back. Sometimes it'll mess up the spin, as you can see right there. There's other examples, it does happen, so don't worry about it. But just get the timing down. As soon as after you spin, that's where you flick the right stick up and down. You can either flick the right stick towards the ball hand, but the easiest way is just to flick it up and down, because you'll just get the hesitation anytime. But I like to do it my way, which is just flicking the right stick towards the ball hand, which is like mostly comfortable for me. I don't know why, but it's just how I am. But you can just flick the right stick up and down, which is the simplest way. Now that you got that down, you want to learn how to, after the behind the back, you want to learn how to add the extra spin. Now there's this delay that I got this from Cizo, by the way, because this move was out a long time. I think was it J-Dub that was doing this thing? I have no clue who it was, but I just seen it on Twitter before Cizo even dropped it. There's this delay move that you do, right? You're supposed to do it between the legs, but to cancel it out while in the animation, you want to do a spin. You can do a spin out of it while midway into the animation and doing it between the legs. Now, to practice that, we'll start off with the basics. So now that you know how to do this moving behind the back, this is the key, right? As soon as you do that moving behind the back, let go of turbo. Actually, no, I think you have to hold turbo, right? So if I'm correct, you throw this behind the back, bring it. Oh no, wait, yeah, you let go of turbo, cause right. Okay, I'm just making sure I don't mess up here. Yeah, okay. I'm just making sure I don't mess up here. So I'm gonna just make sure I get the move down. Okay, it's more instant, so if I'm correct. You want to get this, so what I mean is you want to get this between the legs animation, which happens with the left stick mostly. So right after the behind the back, right, you want to hold the left stick towards its completely opposite side of the, and it's all in the left stick direction as well. So I'm throwing them behind the back towards the right, and I'm holding the left stick towards the top right, on as you can see in the controller. So as soon as I throw them behind the back, that's when I start holding it from its opposite angle, which is the bottom left. So the opposite of top right would be bottom left, and the opposite from top left would be bottom right. So I can't get the outcome right now, but most likely, right, which is right there. That's basically the outcome, right? So now that's what the outcome would be. You'll see this little delay right there, and then you know, you'll throw it behind the back, and it's more instant. So for example, as soon as I throw that behind the back, I want to obviously start holding the left stick from its opposite angle, because to trigger the animation. I think that's mostly the timing to triggering the animation. As you can see, I'm getting closer to, when you're doing it like that, as you can see me messing up, you're definitely getting closer to it. So yeah, this one's pretty hard. As soon as you get it though, you'll definitely get used to it more. But the more you do it, the better. I haven't been doing it a lot myself because I was working on other combos. But yeah, now that y'all get that out the way, this is what so far as we progress, this is where we are in the combo so far. So we know how to kill a crossover into a spin, right? And then we do the behind the back into the delayed spin. So we just do it one more time here. Keep messing up, but it's not, it happens to the best. As you can see right there with the roll, I actually get a green. That's funny. So that's what the completed combo would be, and the finishing, the end of the combo would be the roll. So to learn the roll is pretty simple. Off of the behind the back, I think it's the easiest way now, and compared to the spin's easier, but the behind the back is just 10 times easier now. So to learn the roll, it's just simple. Just hold R2 and right as soon as the ball hits the other the other hand, that's when you just hold the left stick down. So I'll go through it one more time. So let's start top key here, and let's have the ball on the left hand if you're trying to complete the full combo. So let's have the ball on the left hand so we can practice. So reason why we'll have the ball on the left hand is just to have that in practice, so you can be prepared to do the full combo, because that'll be like the end of the combo, which is the roll to the setup, to the behind the back setup, and then for the shot. So let's get a little bit forward here. So we do the behind the back, and as soon as the ball hits the other hand, that's when we start holding the left stick down. So just like that, we'll get a roll instead of for the shot, and then do it behind the back. Right after you roll, do it behind the back so you can set yourself up set your feet up for the shot, so you don't get a type of movement shot, or you're just running backwards and you turn around. I think that's the best way to turn around. Do the behind the back, and then you can get an open shot. And I'm not making none of them because 2K it's just my micro, man. Anyway, so the full combo, as you can see right there, we'll just go over the full combo one more time. Do a killer crossover to a spin. Oh, messed up again. That's tough. So yeah, just do a killer crossover to a spin, that hesitation behind the back, and then right after that you want to do the delayed spin, which is not happening right now for me, but we'll get there. Do another hesitation behind the back, and then right as soon as you do the behind the back, go into a roll. Now doing the whole combo does take timing. As you can see right there, I'm not perfect, so I'm not getting my delayed spin as I would want to, but I'm getting some type of spin to go backwards, which is fine by me. I don't really see it's not a problem, but I prefer getting the more proper spin, which is the delayed spin. So start the ball with the right hand as well. That's how I'm starting off the combo. The ball's in the right hand. I do a momentum between the legs to a killer crossover, spin backwards, and then hesitation behind the back. And then right after the hesitation behind the back, delayed spin, and then from delayed spin, hesitation behind the back again. And then as soon as you behind the back off of that hesitation behind the back, that's when you hold the left stick down to do the roll. So I'm gonna do the combo one more time. Holding back. Oh, messed up. So start from here. Sometimes you'll mess up, like as you can see me right here, sometimes you'll mess up the spin as well, because it's not really it's how can I say it? Like sometimes they'll mess up your angling, which is fine because it's just 2K, and the mechanics on 2K20 the dribbling mechanics on 2K20 are very clunky, but you could work with it as well, so it doesn't really matter. When doing this move, by the way, what I didn't explain is that try not to be in front of your defender. Try making a little bit more space between you and the defender, because with the killer crossover, you can run into the defender and get a defensive bump animation, and that's just 2K at its finest, so there's nothing you could do about that as well. So what I like to always do is, and I always show it on most of my videos, is do a momentum between the legs to an escape, to create a little bit more space, and then warm up the move a little bit, and then do the whole combo into it. I'm sorry I'm not completing the combo, but reason why is because I haven't been practicing this combo. I've been practicing a lot of other combos that haven't been in mind, but usually this combo is pretty consistent, and and I usually get it down packed. So yeah, it's just mainly timing, and when doing the delayed spin, just make sure as soon as you do the behind the back, you're holding that left stick towards its opposite angle. As you can see, I'm messing up, but I'm still kind of getting the hang of it. So you can also do the delay spin off a half spin as well. So just by as soon as you half spin, hold the left stick towards the opposite angle of the of its direction. So if I'm half spinning to the right, I would hold the left stick immediately after. I'd hold the left stick to the bottom left if I'm holding it to the top right. Same thing goes for the other side. If I'm holding the top left, I hold the bottom right and then do the spin. I'm not used to doing it on the left side. Most likely, I'm more comfortable. Jesus Christ. I have more comfort doing it on my right hand because I guess it's just because I'm right-handed. But yeah, hopefully y'all get the idea. If y'all need help with the delay spin, just let me know in the comment section below, because I know it's not that's a very type of advanced move of learning when it comes to someone new. At least when it comes to someone like me, it's not that hard to learn, but it's hard to get used to and be very consistent with it, just because I don't usually do the move a lot, and now that I see it more, I just decided to practice it. So that's pretty much it for that. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the whole combo. I know I'm not completely doing the combo, but I'll show you a clip on Twitter that I have the whole combination to it. The combo is pretty clean. It'll definitely get you open for sure, because the roll is what really is effective on this move, and the hesitation behind the back as well, because you throw in two of them to throw off the defender, and they would think that you would go for another spin again, but with the roll at the end, it'll set you up, and it's very it's not that predictable enough to to see a roll happening right after that behind the back. So hopefully y'all get that in mind. Like I said, leave comments down below if you guys do need help and the explanation wasn't as good. I'll try my best to get to you guys, because I always love the feedback and always like helping everybody out and making sure that everybody's successful with the combo. Just keep practicing, and if you need any tips to why you're doing anything wrong, mainly it's timing. So it mainly is timing. 100% for sure. At the top is timing. That is one thing that is I really like to put on to new people that are trying to learn how to dribble on 2K, is that timing is key to most of the dribble moves. The second thing would be angling. Angling the left stick is pretty hard, but just get used to throwing in those angles, and just having the right inputs on the sticks when doing any of the dribble moves, period. So those are the two things I literally stress on. Like I've tried to make sure that you guys know that, listen, it's timing and angling. So that's what really it comes to when it comes to dribbling. And besides that, really, the more repetitive, the more you do it, it'll get repetitive, because you'll keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it. The more used to it you'll get to. Try not to stress it enough. Try not to go like 2 hours. Just dribble for like an hour or so, practice or whatever. Don't stress too much on just sitting there in the my court and really just like trying to do the combo for so long. Like I've done it before and I've been like 2 hours in and like, nah, I couldn't even I can't do the combo anymore. Like I just don't, like I know what to do, but I'm just not doing it at all. Like I'm doing a completely different thing and I keep messing up on the easiest part. So try to just like take your time, and just like practice it for like an hour. So this just tips just to give y'all, just so y'all know what to do. Not know what to do, tips to give you guys just so you guys can improve better. And yeah, so it looks like, to me, that's like the best way to practice. So hope you guys get that. Hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Hit the bell icon as well to stay notified anytime I upload. My social media links as well are in the description. Follow me on Twitch. I try to consistently stream on Twitch. Twitch is just for me to have fun on. So if I ever stream on YouTube, if you want to see me play 2K, I'll mainly stream on YouTube, which is once in a while. If you guys just want to see me be live, I'm on Twitch, just playing whatever I want, just having fun. And that's what I'm doing on there. So follow me on Twitch as well, twitch.tv/TheRealFlipZ. My Twitter is also in my description as well. I'm 100% active on there. Don't forget to leave a comment, like, and all the good stuff. Share it to your friends. You know what I'm saying? Share it to anybody. Anyway, y'all, thank you guys so much for watching. It's been your boy FlipZ, and I'm out. Peace.